Hello and welcome back to the Kick and P podcast. I am your host, the one and only Prince, and we back with another special episode, man. Thank you guys for tuning in again tonight, man. Tonight we got a special guest, man. Joining me tonight, I got DeAndre Woodson. Please join me in welcoming my boy to the show. Welcome to the show, Dre. How you feeling, man?
Amazing, man. Appreciate you having me.
Good, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. So I wanted to have you on today, man, because I wanted to have this discussion, right? I'm of the mindset that in order to truly break free from the matrix, I think self-sufficiency is key. And I think one of the most important factors in self-sufficiency, I think, is financial freedom. So I think just in general, just learning economics and finance and how the system of ours really works, I think is super crucial if you're trying to really prosper and get ahead in this life, man. So I wanted to have you on, man, to discuss, again, finance, business, economics, and just share your wisdom and, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of the game that you learned from just being in the business, man. So just start off by telling the people just a little bit about who you are and what you do in the financial and economic landscape.
First, I wanted to say, once again, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You, man.
I think the conversation is important and it's needed, especially in our space, in our culture. You know what I mean? So as many times as they can hear it, even if it gets old and it falls on deaf ears, it still just needs to be shared. So I appreciate you, man. Like you said, my name is DeAndre Woodson. I have my own company. It's a credit repair and funding company. And in case anyone who doesn't know, funding is really just getting access to capital to invest in your small business or medium-sized business. Because at the end of the day, you can't just like have a dream and have an aspiration and boom, sell a product. You know what I mean? You have to have money to be able to do those things. And especially if you're trying to help people or if you're trying to reach a really large scale of audience, you need more money.
Oh, yeah.
So at the end of the day, I tell all of my team, like, we have the greatest job in the world. I sell money. It's a magical thing. And I get to help individuals all over the world finally do their dream, finally do that thing that they no longer, like you said, we're in the matrix and are afraid to go step out and go do. So a little bit about me. I've now ran my credit repair company for 5 years. And that was extremely exciting because I had bad credit. My dad had bad credit. My mom had bad credit. So it was very familiar to me. So being able to actually jump in and learn these skills and become a credit repair specialist, I'm actually board certified, and being able to help so many different families, man, get out of that matrix like you're talking about in that rat race. Because at the end of the day, I don't know if people realize this, but just as much as like new real estate information isn't out there, there is no new credit information. Everyone is told like, oh, my daddy told me never buy a car. He died, you know what I mean? Having bad credit because he bought a Cadillac one time.
Right.
And that's just something that we just repeat that cycle. But it's so monumental for every single avenue. Good credit not only affects you trying to purchase your car of your dreams or the house of your dreams, but if you put on like a smaller scale, if you have kids, it also dictates the school district because you're going to be redlined. You're going to be in a certain neighborhood and you're not able to get them into the better schools. So good credit affects every single aspect of your life, not just getting a credit card and buying chains and jewelries and jeans and shoes and things that matter. So once I really learned that, I was off to the races, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I was Superman. I was like, I could help every single person who has felt what I did and what I endured and my dad endured and my mom endured. So I hit the ground running. I was telling everybody, I'll fix your credit for free.
Right, try to get into the game.
Just to do it, just to get into the testimonials and then be able also to like see different credit profiles because I only knew 5 or 6 or 7.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I only got to work with that many clients. So when I opened up that wave, you already know, when someone says free, the floodgates are open.
Everybody want to see what's to it.
Especially if I could change your whole life for free.
Yeah, they definitely gonna have some questions about it.
There was nothing like it, bro. So my phone was ringing off the hook. My emails were blowing up. My DMs were blowing up. But that was actually really, really fortunate for myself because I got to see total different spectrum. You know what I mean? Every single different type of person, every different type of credit profile. And then I really got to understand to set expectations. You know what I mean? Because I can't tell someone who has a bankruptcy and then tell someone who just really has a charge off that I can clean your credit in the same amount of time.
Right.
It's totally different. I didn't know that until I knew that. So once I really got the grasp, and I would say I ran that special, I would say probably it's like 100, 150 people. Once I got that underneath my belt, I was like, cool, I have something here.
Yeah.
My DMs are flooded. My inbox is flooded. I have a legit business. So then I just obviously started to charge people, and it didn't fall off because I had all these video testimonials as well.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So it just skyrocketed. And then transition, maybe about 2 years ago, I got into the funding space. And that is really what's been the driving force now, the new accelerator, because everyone needs access to money. Not everybody can go get it. If I can help you go get it, you're going to for sure tell your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, like, plug in with him. He changed my whole life. More than credit, because money's the driving force of the world.
Right.
So yeah, man, that's been the journey. Just trying to help as many people as I possibly can because help is necessary. And I know we have this stigma of like, oh, I did it all by myself. I got it out the mud.
Right.
And I get it. It's honestly just misfortunate the way that we use that moniker and keeps us pigeonholed.
Yeah.
Because if you could reach out to me and I could help you in 30, 60, 90 days, and now you're a totally new person in another 90 days, so in 6 months' time, why would you not be proud that you didn't have to go get it out the mud?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You just reached out, you got a handout, and you reached out to someone who could help you. So,
and I agree too, man. I think that's the game too, man. I think that's a fallacy too, that everybody is self-made or they do it completely 100% on their own. I think it's just a fallacy that we sell ourselves, man, just to feed that ego, because you can't get shit done without a team of people or somebody who's behind you supporting your vision. It's virtually impossible to do so. You got to have people that share and believe in the vision behind you in order to help you, not even to just help motivate you, but just to be the driving force behind you, man. Like, you need that energy, man. So just people thinking that you can get it by yourself is impossible. You got to surround yourself with like-minded people who share the same goals, is goal-oriented, bro, and got the same mindset with you. You can't do this shit on your own. It's impossible, man. You'll be working 10 times harder to get half the distance trying to do it on your own versus reaching out, trying to network with people, build relationships, and establish, a foundation of people that support you. So, and another thing I wanted to piggyback off you said too, because you just put a little bit on my brain with that too, because I didn't even realize it in that aspect. Like, we're told how important credit is, but like you said, it's so much more important than the initial thought process to it, because like you said, it not only affects what you're able to buy if you want to get a car or something, but it affects where you live. Like you said, what school district you in and what schools your kids go to.
absolutely.
And that dictates what kind of education they receive. And so it's like a domino effect. So that shit is really, really super duper important. And just knowing how credit works and how people use credit as that to live their everyday life, just knowing the scheme behind it all just puts people in a position to where they could thrive in life versus not knowing that information. So piggyback off that, man, super, super important, man, that just knowing that type of shit, man, how it can just change the way you just perceive the outside world around you, man. But let me ask you this question, though. So what are your beliefs about money that you had, or entrepreneurship or business that you had early on that kind of like changed when you start to get more skin in the game and start to learn and grow more?
That's a good one. I definitely thought being an entrepreneur was like, you're the boss. And I thought it was the greatest gift to the earth. You know what I mean? Like, I get to make my own hours. I get to show up when I want to. I get to go on vacation when I want to. I get to take the lump sum of the pie when money comes in, because that's how entrepreneurship is perceived when you're younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That aspect totally changed, though. That's not, man, I went from 9 to 5, bro, to working 24 hours a day. And I tell my whole team, I tell my wife, she knows the same thing. Like, we always say this to each other. Like, I'm now a very well-paid babysitter because I just manage a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And it's not just my team, right? I'm also managing my clients that are coming in because I'm setting the tone, expectations. We're doing updates with them.
Yeah.
And then through the whole thing, it's a transformation, though. Like what you were saying earlier, you really do. Not only do I need to change their credit profile, but just changing their credit profile and giving it back to them without doing a transformation of the mindset, they're going to be right back to me in another 6 months.
Yep.
And it's just going to keep repeating itself. So there's no point in that. I mean, sure, could I keep running it up?
Right.
Yeah, I could, but that's not what I'm here to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not my mission. So when you come in with us, you're going to go on a complete journey, and it's a transformation. And it's not for everyone. Like, everyone isn't ready for it. Everyone doesn't want to get spoken to the way that I'm here to speak to you, because I'm not really here to hold your hand anymore. You know what I mean? You made these mistakes. Let's acknowledge them. And now how do we change them, right? And that's not for everybody.
It's not, man. Everybody ain't disciplined enough.
No, not disciplined enough, or they've never been spoken to that way, or they feel entitled, like, yo, I paid you. You don't get to talk to me like that. I'll happily send you your money back. You know what I mean? Like it's no sweat off my back to really send this back to you, because you don't really truly understand the gift that I'm trying to help you out with.
Right.
I'm going to change your entire, what we just spoke about, how important credit is. I'm going to change your entire life, bro. Even if it was $297, $997, even if it's $3,000, your life is
whole life, bro.
Your life is worth more than $3,000.
Yeah.
So
it's your whole life.
It doesn't matter. Like, you need the help. I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not here to just change it for you and be like, hey, you're good now. Go run it all up again. You'll see me back in 6 months. So that is what changed in entrepreneurship. And then entrepreneurship also, honestly, is you figuring out how high of a risk tolerance you really have. So if you've never tested it before, or if you've been a person who's like super analytical and I need all the answers, I need to know this, I need to ask this, I need to look into this, every fine tooth nail detail before you make a move, the move is gone. Nobody wants to work with someone who takes 4 and 5 and 6 days to sign on the dotted line.
Right.
That the opportunity's gone. So I learned that very quickly on when it came to like partnerships and collaborations. When people brought opportunities to me, I was like, okay, yeah, let me have 48 hours. Nah. You need
Sometimes don't work like that.
It don't work like that.
Yeah.
And those are the best deals. You know what I mean? And those are the people that are shifting the whole world, whose risk tolerance is like this. And then once you grow and you get a little bit higher and more skin in the game, the risk tolerance gets higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to continue to grow within this journey, within itself. So every single level, bro, I would tell anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur, you're going to unlock a new version of you that you've never met, because you've never met this person.
Right.
And then once you get some money, once you get a team, once the first ship sinks, how do you react? You don't know. You never met that person. So now you got to pivot and you got to see. And then it's the same thing. I always let everyone know, like you touched on it earlier, your spouse, your team is just as important as you are.
100%.
Because if they don't get it, if they don't understand the journey, if they don't understand like the trials and tribulations and how much weight is on your back, they're not supposed to be in that war room with you.
Yeah.
And that's a tough one. It was something where I didn't understand or really realize like how fortunate I was having the wife that I had. Because she was right there 10 toes down with like when stuff went bad, when stuff went left, when stuff went great too. It wasn't like, let's go blow money.
Right.
It was like, how much do we actually have? How much do we need to pay out people? How much needs to get reinvested? Because she understands this is just like level 3. I'm trying to get to 10, bro.
There's way more to go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I need more money.
Yeah.
And then that's a new version of DeAndre that she doesn't know. You know what I mean? So I would say everything, bro, changes in the entrepreneurship journey. But it's for the person who wants to go on this ride and like truly see what you are capable of, it's the greatest game to ever play. And it's just ever evolving. So I will say it's not for everybody. And
it's
that's
not
cool.
Yeah, facts.
Like no judgment, bro. Like having a 9 to 5 is cool. Knowing when you get in, when you get off, how much money you're gonna have, having vacation time, medical, dental, vision, all those things are a blessing, bro.
It worked for some people, yeah.
Cause I ain't got those things.
Yeah.
All that comes out of my pocket.
Yeah.
When my daughter needs to go to the dentist, you know, and I mean, hey, you do get a little bit of a percentage, like a cut discount because you pay cash.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Save a little
That's
bit.
a little bit. You save a little bit. But man, if you have never been to the dentist and have a root canal and you get the bill and it's $2,500, like it's $2,500.
$2,500, man.
So
Shit.
everything changes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want to try to scare people away from it, though. Just get excited about the new version of you that you're about to go meet. And then you're going to evolve and turn into one and turn into another and turn into another. It's amazing, bro.
It's
really
exciting,
is.
man. It's a lot of nervousness to it, but it's a lot of excitement about it if you got the right perception and you got the right mentality. So I definitely agree 100%, man. But let me ask you this. So what are some business decisions, some bad business decisions that you see people make over and over again? And just you just surveying the landscape of just business and entrepreneurship. Like, what do you see the common mistakes? Like, oh, there I go again.
Yeah. I would definitely say time. You can't wait. If you're going to get into this game and an opportunity arises, check it out as quickly as you possibly can, because all the people who are the furthest in life, as soon as a deal hits their desk, it's like, nope. And they could tell off of an email like title. I don't want to work with you. That doesn't interest me. You know what I mean? It's very, very, very quick decision making. So I say that is, I mean, success lives speed. Everyone says that. Success loves speed. So be willing to become a quick decision maker. I would definitely say invest in your team. And I don't mean just like paying. Obviously, you do have to pay the A players to have A players to become an even more elite A player.
Yeah.
But invest in the time too, because you want to see how they think at the same time. Like when shit gets rocky, bro, like, are you out? Are you constantly always looking for a job? You know what I mean? Are you going to ride me? You know what I mean? Or are you a person that's going to elevate me as well? Are you a person that's also going to bring maybe a different vision to the team? You know what I mean? Like those things are also very, very, very helpful because it can't just be one voice. You know what I mean? Other people see different things.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say those as the two. And then obviously money. Spending habits and understanding where the money goes is probably the number one thing that is
so
like
important.
It's the downfall, bro.
It's so fucking important, man.
If you are bad with money when you have no money, I promise you're going to be bad with money when you get money.
For sure.
So learn how to manage money when you don't have any. And I think that's one of the biggest things, like financial literacy, because financial literacy is huge, bro.
It is. It's a huge,
It's more than just like money come in, money go out. Financial literacy is spending habits and management or mismanagement. Like, let's just say for our culture, bro, like you have a wife, but you're unhappy with your wife, so you trick off other money with side pieces. That's mismanagement. That's poor financial literacy. You get what I mean? And I wanted to say something like on a relatable terms of like, not just, oh, I bought the Ferrari. Like even little things like this of like drinking and smoking, like all your money goes allocated out different places is financial literacy. So you need to be able to wrap your head around every single decision matters, not just the big ones. And
I agree.
I think that one is the one that drives home the most, or when I have the most conversations is I'm like, where does your money go to? Oh, it just goes to rent. It just goes to my car note. It just this. And then I'll pull up their credit profile. And I'm like, what about this, and this?
Right.
Like, oh, well.
40 at Chipotle, 60 here. At Uber Eats.
Yeah. Who are you sending this money to? Don't talk about that, Dre. And I'm like, bro, that's mismanagement.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it's not just us. I mean, Trump mismanages money. You know what I mean? Bankruptcies. And even before he went into presidency, that hush money, that big lump sum of hush money that he had to spend to keep all those girls quiet, like, that is financial literacy.
Yeah.
And mismanagement of money, because just think if he could inject that back into himself, he's already huge. How much better, how much bigger could he be?
Right.
You get what I mean? So those three things to me, I think are the ones that I see constantly, bro.
All the time, man. And I agree, man. So I think mismanagement, I think is one of the biggest ones, man, because I see people in positions to where they could put themselves in better positions to completely change their lives with a lump sum of cash. Let's just, for instance, like taxes every year. I know people who get fucking $10,000, $15,000 a year just from a tax refund.
Yeah.
And by early summer, the shit is completely gone. They done went on the trip. They done bought another used car with 100,000 miles on it. That's gonna break down in 6 months. And they done bought a bunch of clothes and shoes and shit for the kids. And then the money's nowhere to be seen in, like I said, in 4 or 5 months. So it's like, the mismanagement of the funds is fucking insane. And it goes back to what we said, financial literacy, learning how to manage that and change that and use that money to become a staple in changing your life, man. So I had to piggyback off that. That's super important too. Because I see it and it break my heart. I'll be like, oh, damn. Now you need $100 again. You just had.
If I could ask you, what would you think is it? What would you name as your biggest ones that you see?
I think it's the same thing, man. I think it's financial literacy, but I think it's all tied into not being properly educated. I think that is the number one, I think, driving force behind it. And then everything else is a stipulation or like a derivative of not being properly educated first. So just being properly educated, even if you don't necessarily know of the financial game, you're able to pick it up and learn it based off being able to know how to learn, if that makes sense what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like being properly educated teaches you how to learn in the proper way. So even if you enter in the financial landscape and you don't know shit about it, you're able to figure out what you don't know and how to figure out the shit that you need to know. So I think that's the most important one. But mismanaging it, man, it's just like, even still though, even if you don't have like crazy management skills to just have a lump sum of money and just spend it on just complete bullshit when you in a place where you trying to get out of. I think it's just crazy. Like it's just crazy thinking from the jump. So it's like
I don't also want to like come off as judgmental to anyone because I get it.
That too.
But even what you think in your heart is a good decision. Like what you just said of like having a lump sum of money, and let's just say all of a sudden SpaceX, you're like, I want to put $10,000 into SpaceX. You would think when you share that information with other people, like, man, that's a great idea, go do it. And the next week it crashes. That was still mismanagement of your money. Like,
I see what you're saying.
Did it go for good intentions rather than you pissing it away? Yes.
Right.
But is it the same result?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So mismanagement can go in very different aspects and avenues.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's what I want to make sure. Like, I don't want to come off judgmental to someone else because it comes in every single walk of life. Like mistakes are mistakes, but you need to learn how to manage properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to limit the mistakes.
Absolutely.
Man. That's what's key, man.
That's it.
So what's another popular business trend or money trend that you see going on right now that you think is like complete nonsense? Like, oh, that's some bullshit.
A money trend that I think is nonsense.
Or a business idea, people are probably doing that's like a trend or anything trendy that's like in that landscape where you'll be like, oh, nah, I wouldn't do that if I were you. If I was trying to get some money, I'd stay away from that shit.
100%. I think people that are probably around our age demographic that also look like us, that are part of the culture of like the renting out sports cars. That's a terrible business idea and terrible business.
A lot of people are doing that right now too.
A lot of people.
It is.
I think it'll work.
Super oversaturated.
Here, you know what I mean? Because it's Vegas.
Oh yeah.
People come out. People want to act like they have money for 2 or 3 days. You know what I mean? They keep the car relatively really good shape, fill it back up with gas, and they're gone. And then your next client is doing the same exact thing.
Right.
But don't try to tell me that you live in Wichita, Kansas.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like sports cars.
Nobody's going to Wichita, Kansas, and if you are, you're not trying to whip around. You know what I mean? So I think that craze of like Turo catching on, and everyone was like, "Oh, I made money off of Turo. You could rent this car, and it's $100 a day, and they give it right back, and you flip it again, and if they have it for a full week, that's $600." Like, I get it. In certain markets, I bet you it is killing it. But please don't bring those type of decisions to me like the Miami of Ohio.
Right.
Like, that just doesn't make any sense.
And that super small bargain, that makes sense, man. That makes sense. Knowing what business fits what market, I think is important too. I think just to piggyback off that what you're saying. So, but that's I didn't think about that one too. It is a lot of people doing the car shit, man. And people are telling them you can go get a car. Use your business ID, you can get the car and the whole little business plan with it that everybody's doing. Yeah, that is a big one.
And put it in your business name so it's not attached to you, and go get 3 or 4 of them and you're good, you're set. Nah, bro. No, it doesn't work like that. Can you do it? Sure. Are you going to be profitable? Nah. Are you going to be able to pay the auto loan for 4 or 5 vehicles at one time when you haven't even learned to rent one? It's just a bad idea.
It is. Man. I agree, man. But that's one of the only ones you think of? That's one of the big ones?
That's the big one right now, because I know a couple people like are getting in the jewelry business, and jewelry's coming back around.
Oh, yeah.
Diamond is coming back around. Gold is coming back around. So I won't knock that one. I think that one's a good one to be in.
I didn't know that was a lane people were getting in.
Man, there's a lot of people that are, especially like moissanite diamonds, like lab-grown diamonds.
Lab joints, that is big business.
That's big business right now. So I like that. If I was going to say a bad one, renting out sports cars, and then trying to put high ticket items in not the right market. I think that has to be it. Yeah.
A lot of that comes with knowing the game, baby. You got to know the game.
100%.
So let me ask you, so if somebody's broke right now, they down on their last, they working minimum wage at a job, and they're like, man, I want to figure out a way to get out of this. What steps or what lanes would you recommend somebody to try to build themselves, or where should they start if they looking to?
That's a good one. I'm a huge component of like, you take care of yourself. So if this person that we're talking about does have a 9-to-5, that's actually incredibly helpful just to get it started.
It is.
Because you have money coming in every 2 weeks or 1 week, however you get paid, right? So I would tell this specific individual, let's create you a business, whatever it is, whatever your interest is, or whatever. Honestly, that's a little bit dangerous too, because I need you to love it.
Right.
You don't get into this.
Passion for
you
it,
got to. Don't get into this world and not be ready to like go all in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't half-ass business, because you're gonna lose it way faster than all the work you put into
That's
it.
for sure.
So I would say if this person already does have a 9-to-5, this person has steady income coming in, they have the drive, they have the want to, let's start a business. So I would say go and file for your LLC.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get your LLC, go to a bank, whatever institution you already have a relationship with, you know, Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, credit unions, you know what I mean, Navy Fed, whatever it is. Go and open up a business bank account. And what you do with that is you're actually going to take the income from your business of your 9-to-5. So you go to the ATM, you pull out cash that you're already making from your 9-to-5, and then you go to the ATM of the business bank account that you just opened up, and you put the money in there. And what that does is that starts to develop the relationship for your business and then the bank. And they don't know the difference. They just see money coming in.
Right.
They have no idea that I am paying that from my own 9-to-5. They just see money coming in. So like, oh, wow, this business, they just opened it 3 days ago. It's already kind of profitable. Hit it again. You know, even if it's $100 every 2 weeks, go put money into that thing.
Right.
I would say if you can do that for 3 months straight, where every 2 weeks you're putting in $100, $100, and you don't take any money out, then you can go and apply for a business credit card. You're going to get approved, one, because all of your documents are in order, right? The business is structured properly. Right. We already did the whole credit thing. We're speaking about someone who has good credit.
Right.
Okay, great. I was like, hold on.
At least, you know, they can get up in the door.
Yeah, they have good credit.
If you don't, obviously start from step one.
Yeah,
get
then
your
we're
credit
going way
fixed.
back. We're going to go get your credit fixed, right. But if this person has good credit, now what they've shown is that person has good money management, and then that person is actually willing to do business with this one institution. That's what they want to see.
Right.
So as soon as they are like, oh, they're giving all of their money to us, we're willing to go give you some money. So if all you're really doing is turning $600 that you already kept, you're not spending it, right? And now you go apply for a business credit card and you get $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $25,000. I remember, bro, and I was very, very fortunate. My very first card, I got 50 ball right out the jump.
That's big.
Huge. Game changing. So once you could get that first credit card, and let's just say it's not that high. Let's say it's 10. Right? Let's say you don't get a 50. Don't get excited yet, right? Because that's the very first step that I want you to keep in the back pocket to go and leverage to go get more. Now, this is when the work comes in right here. So you have one banking institution that already gave you money. What you're going to do now is you're going to split that $10,000 across 3 banks. So 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. We're going to leave 1,000 still on the card. So we're not going to max it all out. So the first bank doesn't get freaked out. Right. And they try to shut it down, and then you owe them. So what you do is you go open up 3 other business bank accounts. You're going to take that 3,000 from this first bank. Let's just call it Chase. And now you're going to go open up a bank account with Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and let's just say Navy Fed, right? You're going to put Chase's money in all 3 of those banks. Now, once you've opened up those business bank accounts and you drop in this bigger lump sum of money, just let it sit. It's going to season for 30 days. And the reason I say 30 days is because banks run on a cycle. Every single thing is a 31-day cycle. So you know when you get your credit card report, it's 30 days. Right. You know what I mean? So you can't pull the trigger within 15 because they haven't processed it enough. Right. So it needs to sit for 31 days. On day 31, go apply for another credit card from this first bank, the second bank, and the third bank. Once you get approved there, let's just say this one gives you 5, this one gives you 10, this one gives you 5. You've now ran up $20,000 off of Chase's money anyways. You see what I'm saying? So it's free money. That's where everyone is using like this buzzword of like OPM, other people's money. Right. That's how you do it. This is how you leverage correctly. So now what you do is you take out those $3,000 because you put them in each bank. Right. You're going to pay back the first joint. You're going to pay back, put it right back, put it right back. Now what you do with that first bank is like, wow, Mr. Woodson, you're really good with money. Do you need more? Yes, I do.
Well, I think I do.
I think I do. I deserve more. They're going to be like, great, here's a credit limit increase, an extra 5. On the card, that was their own money that I used their money to go get me more money. But nobody cares. At the end of the day, as long as the money's it being structured properly and handled correctly, they don't care what you do with it. Right. Because at the end of the day, the banks are lending you out money because they think you're going to make a mistake. That's the whole skin in the game. Like, Yes, they are your friends. And I tell everyone, like my very first business partner other than my wife was my bank. Give me 50 ball.
Right.
My mom couldn't do
Sound like
that.
to
My
me, we
dad,
partners.
that's my best friend. Like that is my A1 business partner.
Yeah.
So now though that you got this credit limit increase and now you have this relationships with these other 3 banks and you have what 20 plus this 15, you're sitting at $35,000. You have 4 banking relationships. And that should have been enough time, right? Because you had 3 months with this first one and another month. You had 4 months to figure out what is your business. That's the time of that growth. That's that time. That's one whole quarter. You know what I mean? What do you truly want to go do once you have this access to this money? And I hope you don't make poor decisions and you're like, I'm going to go buy clothes and I'm going to go buy shoes. And in 4 months, though, being as wise as you were, and I don't want to say finesse because it wasn't a finesse. You just structurally used your money correctly. You know what I mean? It was strategy. That was a lot of strategies I just broke down.
Right.
You should be able to figure out what you want to do. So figure out your business, figure out your business plan, and now you have money. Nothing should be the hurdle or the obstacle for you not to get yourself in the game. Now go and allocate those funds. You know what I mean? To
act on those passions that you absolutely passionate about.
And most of those times, those very first cards that you get, they're going to be 0% interest anyways.
Right.
So when you get a 0% interest card, use it because you have 12 months to only pay back what you've spent on that card. And it adds up. I know. Right. I know. I've been leveraging my credit cards for a long time. But if you get, 4 cards across the board, bro, where you're paying no interest for a full year, you should be able to make that money back. Right. So when the interest, the intro 0% goes away, you're good. Your business is already making money.
You already been making money.
You're not worried about that
right.
at all. So that's what I would say to that individual who has the 9-to-5. Don't quit the 9-to-5. Do not look down on yourself for having a 9-to-5. The 9-to-5 empowered you and it was able to get you to be this different version of you. I know it's a cool thing right now. Everyone's shitting on 9-to-5ers or being an employee. Bro, if you have a job, it's so much easier to get into the game.
It is,
because your life is already structured around that job.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just add a little extra $100.
Yep.
It's $100.
You're able to invest in yourself better.
Invest that sauce, bro, into the bank. Just put it in the bank, and I promise you the bank will be your best friend and business partner. Will change your whole life. And then you could quit the 9-to-5, but I don't even recommend doing that.
Right.
Allow your business to get growing, get some legs, make some mistakes, bad marketing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have a bust. You don't know what seasons look like in business yet.
Right.
Don't quit that 9-to-5 yet because your livelihood is still being paid for. Everything that happens over here is a bonus. Once you really start to hit it and you have like a full year of sales of slow time, peak season, and you can really structure your life of like, okay, Q1 is great. Everyone gets tax returns back. Q2 is slowing down. Q3 is slow. Q4 is dead.
Right.
You get what I mean? Like you need to understand the waves of business. Then you can quit your 9-to-5.
Right.
But
you can balance it better, have a better gauge of how you could. Yeah.
That is always the strategy that I try to tell everyone that comes to me was like, oh, I'm at this job. It's a dead end job. I hate my coworkers. I hate my boss. I'm like, bro, you shouldn't hate it enough. You know what I mean? To have nothing.
Right.
You have one income right now.
Right.
Imagine having 0. That's a tough place to be, bro.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you for asking me that question because I think more people need to hear like validation that having a job is okay.
It is, man.
It's a good thing.
It is, man. It's a fucking step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. So what do you think one of the biggest misconceptions people have about getting funded? We see, you scroll on Instagram, you hear this, stop what you're doing. Come get funded over here. So it's like, what are some of the biggest misconceptions that you see people commonly make when dealing with trying to get funding for their businesses?
Oh, I know right off the bat. It's that everyone can get it. Everyone can get it eventually.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it isn't just day one. Either you have poor credit, so we have to start there, or you don't have your business structured properly, like you're having documents that are missing, so we have to go back and fix that.
Right.
Or you don't have a business bank account, or you have had a business bank account that you ran off on them already. So now we got to go open up a new one and start that
another relationship.
Yeah, like, yes, everyone can get access to business funding. How many steps, though, to make that successful is different between everybody.
For everybody, right.
Yeah, so that I would say is probably the misconception is just like, oh, I saw this ad, I thought I was good to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you will see them everywhere. Like I said, you will be scrolling on Instagram
Come
and
on.
I could get you 200,000 tonight. And it's like, hold on, wait.
If you
This
perfect,
sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, and it's true. If you're the perfect individual, I can get you 200,000 tonight. Tonight. And then obviously it gets approved. It takes 2 weeks to get your card in the mail.
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean? So it's about a 2-week timeline.
Yeah.
But it is true. But everybody ain't that one.
That ain't the case for
That
everybody.
ain't the case, bro. And then I'll let them know on the back end, like, there is a fee to getting access to this much money. So sure, we don't say it in our ads, we don't publish it, but there's a fee that comes along with getting you access to all this capital. Because if you were to try to go do this on your own, you're going to make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake and never get access to it.
Right.
I'm not going to make mistakes. I already did it. So I know my strategy is 100% A1. So
Right.
you pay for that. So that what I would say is probably
You
misconception
got to,
number 2.
You got to pay for the sauce,
If you want to play the game, you got to pay to play.
You got to pay to play, man.
100%.
So what do you think are like some relevant skills? If somebody want to maybe have like a side gig, or they're young and coming up, they want to develop like certain skills. What do you think of some relevant skills that maybe the economic or financial landscape is kind of shifting to? Whereas if a young kid wants to kind of get in the game and it's like, you should probably jump on this or look into this. Like, what are some skills you recommend for the young people coming up?
Man, I think especially after COVID like made so many people antisocial. I know already, like when I walk into rooms, I'm already heads and tails like light years ahead of other people, because I could tell when other people are in the room, they're standing on their phone, they're in the corner, their heads down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not afraid to approach or speak to anybody. And that's what's going to get me to the next level. You know what I mean? Standing over there, being a wallflower, yeah, maybe you paid to get into this room. And kudos to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's an awesome opportunity that you gave yourself. But did you piss the opportunity away? You know what I mean? Your next business partner could have been in this room, or the person to put the battery back inside of your back because you have burnout for the last 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Like, that's real too.
It is.
That's real. So if I was going to tell anybody, like, skills is really go develop like interpersonal skills. Go develop speaking skills. Go develop looking people in the eyes and being able to hold an actual important conversation. Barbershop talk is cool in the barbershop, but when it's time to go make money, you can't bring up Glorilla, Beyonce, what is going, like, you can't do that.
No, you can't, man.
You can't do those things.
Yeah.
So practice. And I would say for me, even for myself, when I started my podcast, like, I really had to practice. And I already thought of myself as a great speaker. You know what I mean? I could do presentations, I could stand on stage, I could direct my team, but I didn't understand how many times I used dead words and like stalling words, like, you know what I mean? And that, you know what I mean? That's what I used to do a lot. I used to, you know what I mean?
I feel you 100%, man. I'm still learning to grow myself, so I feel you 100%, man.
Yeah.
But that's super interesting. Like, I think I gotta agree with you 100%, man. I think it is like a dying art, I want to say, just being a master communicator and being able to articulate yourself and just command attention when you walk in a room. I think those people who have that energy and who have that way of life, I feel like they go so much further in life. And I think that it is a skill that not everybody has.
Man, look at our generation, like right now, like the streamers. The biggest streamers in the world are just like, they're captivating. You know what I mean? There's people who are watching Kai 24 hours a day, 30 days out of the month, because they know they're going to be entertained because he never misses a beat. That right there is a skill, bro.
It is, man.
If you can hold someone's attention for hours every single day, and my man is doing it for 30 days out of the month, you know the skill level that Kai possesses is next level.
It's next level.
So I would like, and this is cool. I just thought of it like right now. If you want to try to learn it, just go start trying to be a streamer and just do it on your own. Even if it's an audience of one person.
Yeah.
Can you keep that one person there, like, entertained? If it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, and every day just continue to try. So work on growing your audience, but what you're actually doing is developing the skill within yourself of being able to command an audience. That's a totally different skill.
It is, man. And it's a skill set that I don't think that a lot of people carry these days, man.
Not at all.
And like I said, it gets you so much further when you just able to communicate with people in a proper way and command the space. Like it can get you further than I've seen it get people further than the smartest person in the room,
Absolutely.
than the most beautiful person in the room. I've seen people who know how to articulate themselves and carry this vibracious energy about themselves. I've seen them get way farther than where you would think they would go, man. So that's a super important skill, I think, man. Learning how to communicate and being articulate is super, super important, man.
There's been times in my life when I've got invited to events and I knew like I could be with my best friend and I wouldn't tell my best friend like I'm going to go to this event, come and ride with me. But there's someone that I could have met a week or two ago and I'm like, hey, are you free? I would like you to come because I know how this person communicates. I know that this person is going to present well, which is a representation of me very, very well. So let's go strategize together. How are we going to dominate this room together? That right there will get you so much further in life. And I just met this person, you know what I mean, a week ago, and that's my boy for years. But I know he's going to bring me down. You know what I mean? I don't need that vibration with me.
Right.
And I don't want the people that I want to think highly of me to think less of me because I associate with. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I think that's one of the most underrated skills you could develop.
It is, man. It fucking is, man. I was able to get my first management job, bro. I used to work front desk at hotels. I started off overnight. My first management position, I filled out the application and told them that I've been a manager for like 5 years already. No fucking management experience whatsoever, bro. None whatsoever. But I went in there, I looked into information, I talked to my supervisor who I knew was a supervisor at a hotel, picked her brain, she gave me a bunch of information. So I did my homework on that, and then I always been a person that was articulate. I could always hold a conversation with a person. So I just went in there and just fucking winged it, man. Got the fucking position off a management position, never been a management before, beat out 3 other managers just off knowing how to communicate and know how to command a room and have a commanding presence and knowing how to articulate myself, man. So I gotta agree with that 1,000%, man. That shit is super important.
That is. That was powerful within itself, like your testimony. But I don't want people to gloss over the fact that you said, I did my homework. I picked someone else's brain.
Oh, yeah. You got to do the homework.
You got to do it. You can't just get to places on a hope, a prayer, and a wish.
Yeah.
You got to do the work because when the opportunity arises, are you ready?
Got to be ready.
So that's why, like, every day you need to be doing something just to prepare because you never know what's going to happen. Yeah. You know, Oprah might walk through this joint. You ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready if she go through this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get your reps in because
you
ready. Never know, bro.
You got to be ready. You right now. You got to prepare yourself, man. It's just, but it goes back to, I think, what we're saying is developing the right mental.
100%.
Because you could be put in all these situations in these spaces, and if you don't have the right mentality to prepare yourself adequately or to learn what you need to learn, it's a wasted opportunity, man. So shit is all full circle at the end of the day, man. That's crazy, man. But shit, man. I think we just gonna go wrap it up. I appreciate you for joining me today, man. I know I ain't gonna hold you too long, man. I know you're a busy man. I appreciate you for stopping by. Any final thoughts you want to give to the people, man?
One, I want to thank you for having me. I appreciate you even for reaching out to me.
For sure. I appreciate you for responding, man. I'm like, let me hit him up. Let me see if I get the big dog on the show, man.
No, absolutely. I appreciate that. And then kudos and props to you for doing that. Yeah. You know what I mean? To step out and just to shoot your shot.
Yeah.
And it worked out. You know what I mean? So, and another thing I'll say is keep going, bro. Because this right here, you have no idea what it could unlock going forward. And being able to just offer this of a sit-down conversation with someone, you never know what that 20 minutes one-on-one could do. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Like, not everyone gets that chance and that opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this thing is very, very important, what you're doing, especially if this is what you're passionate about and you want to do it. Like, do not stop doing it.
100%, man.
And I would say for the people out there, whatever season that you're in, you weren't the very first person to ever be in that season. Don't ever think that you're alone. Don't ever think that you're the only person going through it. I promise you, if you open up, and this is really for like a lot of men, if you open up to one other person, someone else can relate to you and maybe help you get through troubled waters or like shaky times. And it comes back to what we said at the beginning. Like, I know everyone wants to think you can do this on your own. You truly can't.
You can't, man.
And I don't even mean be a business owner, entrepreneur. They say when you have a kid, it takes a village. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So if it takes a village to raise a baby when they can't even move and do nothing,
right?
Why would it not take a village to a whole grown man?
Yeah, who's like, moving and grooving and learning and failing and succeeding.
And taking all these new energies and all this information, like opportunities come, mistakes happen. Like, do not think that you're by yourself or you have to be by yourself, or if you ask for help that it's a problem or you're lesser than. Bro, if you reach out and you ask for help, I promise you the other person on the other end is going to be like, man, it felt so good to help them. Or I'm so glad that they reached out to me because I could guide them, because I have navigated that before. Like, I've never met someone that I reached out to that was like, man, you again?
Right.
Yeah, you always come with your problems, man. Like,
Right.
no one's ever told me that. So I want to let the people know that, like, speak up, reach out to somebody, and then do the same thing, give it back. Like, don't be a gatekeeper on real world experiences.
Yeah.
Because if we all literally just like help each other out, man, it's amazing what you can become, bro. So
Change the fucking world, man.
100%.
It changed the world, man.
Yeah. That's what I would leave the people with, bro.
Well, again, man, I appreciate you again for taking time out, man, to join me on the podcast, man. Please, everybody, go like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. Tell the people they can find you if they want to seek your services, man. What can they find you at, man?
I
Let them know.
appreciate that one. Yeah. So I have my own podcast as well. It's the Double Down Podcast on YouTube. You can also stream it anywhere that you listen to your podcast, Apple Music, Spotify, the AFM radio. I don't know. It's everywhere.
Everywhere, baby.
You can find it.
That's everywhere.
If you need help, go in and tap in with me, DVN Consultations. You can find me on Instagram, DeAndre.Woodson. And then the podcast IG is Double Down Podcast here in Vegas. So that's how you can reach out to me, bro.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy channel, man. Tap in with him, get his services, man. He's the big dog, man. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Please, again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, man, peace. Y'all have a good night.